Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming to you guys with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. Y'all, this reunion, the end of this reunion made me so bad, y'all. Oh my god. Like, I wanted to come through the screen and defend Garcelle. Like, oh, ooh, ooh. You feel me? So they start off with the homeless, not toothless crap, which nobody cares about. Dorit and her stupid little charity. Talking about, oh, the Toothless Not Homeless Foundation, you know. Garcelle, you and Kathy are laughing about it. That's not good. Garcelle, like, nobody cares anymore. Crystal, I mean, I'm sorry, Crystal, Dorit, like, oh. So they're talking about the cheek warding and everything like that. And then with the whole Jamie Lee Curtis, and Jamie Lee Curtis comes out. Of course, you guys, this is like a huge promotional ad for Halloween Kills. That's all that it's about, to be honest. They probably told Jamie Lee Curtis she had to literally come to the reunion in order to promote Halloween Ends, because that's all that it is. Every ad during the commercial breaks was a Halloween Ends ad. I'm just like, are you serious? Like, literally, Kyle is riding off of this train. I do know that Halloween Ends has some kind of contract that, like, it's connected to NBC Universal, and I believe I think Peacock, one of those networks, because Peacock's connected to NBC Universal. So I believe they're all like connected towards. That's why they have all these ads running during the commercial breaks. So it's all ad. That's all that it is. So she comes out. She's like, "Oh, thank you, Dorit. Due to you, um, I renovated the my charity, blase blase, all this type stuff." And then also, they end up bringing out pumpkins. You can't make this crap up. They bring out pumpkins with the girls' faces on them, and like the pumpkins already look bad because some of their faces was jacked up. Like Crystal's pumpkin looks so bad. I was like, whoever did the Essa sketch on the pumpkins girl, they messed up Crystal's face because it wasn't looking right. And then they start talking about Garcelle's son, right? So they start talking about Garcelle's son, and Garcelle, they asked her, they was like, "Do you think any of the women had anything to do with it?" And then she was just like, "Yeah, I did." I'm like, "Thank you, Garcelle, for being honest and not just trying to save face." Because I thought it was one of the women that did it. Because there's no way that a whole bunch of bots just attack your child. No fan is that crazy enough to want to do something like that, in my opinion. It's one of the wives. Okay, it's one of the wives. It has to be one of them. That's the only thing that really makes sense, to be honest. And then she was just like, "Oh, there." She opened an investigation because we all know Miss Diana has an investigation towards it, but we find out Garcelle has an investigation towards the son situation as well. So I'm like, thank God, because I don't trust Diana's investigation. I feel like she opened the investigation in order to remove all of her dealings with the bot, so that way she's not caught up in the act. So she trying to make it seem as if, you feel me, she's not guilty by starting up her own investigation. Meanwhile, it's probably her the whole time, which I think it was Diana. Oh, Scarecrow, scary movie looking butt. And then start talking about Dorit's robbery. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of the season, I did think Dorit kind of faked it in order for an insurance purpose, but that might not be the case. But it still looks kind of sus. You feel me? It looks so sus. The whole time she's explaining the robbery, Andy starts yawning. I'm like, Andy is so rude. It's not even funny. How you gonna yawn when somebody talking about something so tragic? Like, Andy don't care. He just starts yawning during the whole story. So of course, Dorit checks him. He's just like, she's like, "Why are you yawning during my story? Like, am I that boring to you?" Because he's done that already. And then she's like, "No, don't think that, blase, blase, blase." And then Kyle uh, and Crystal just start going at it because Crystal starts talking about her eating disorder. So she starts talking about her eating disorder, and explaining everything about it, and then Andy even asked her, was just like, was it any way related to why you felt some type of way that Sutton walked in your room when you were naked? And then she's like, no, but like it all is connected because of the body and blase blase blase, right? So then they show Dorit telling all the other girls that Crystal was like vomiting her brains out at one point. So then Crystal just like, I found it, just a little gossipy, and like it hurt because like it felt gossipy. It hurt. It really hurt. And then Dorit's like, oh really? It hurt your feelings? Oh wow. Crystal, when I told Garcelle and the group, I didn't mean it like that. Crystal. I'm just like, Dorit, you know exactly what you were doing. Y'all was having a kiki about this girl vomiting, and it wasn't cool, okay? Because eating disorders is nothing to play with. Because it could really like it could end up in death. So it's like it's not nothing like a haha kiki. So like Dorit knows exactly what she was doing with her fake accent. So then Crystal basically starts talking about the whole sun situation and the whole dark comet, right? The having the dark that Sutton said like a dark comet in the past last season or whatever, which the whole time I believed that Crystal was making this all up, because it just like if she said something dark, you should have just said it off the rip. The whole group was ganging up against Crystal at one point in this reunion. Sister girl couldn't keep up. Okay, she couldn't keep up with the antics, girl. I said, "Oh my God, Crystal, you're screwed." The whole cast doesn't like. The cast was just like, "Oh my God, like just say what it was." Like it sounds like you just made this whole thing up. And I love how Sutton was just sitting back, letting the whole cast defend her while they were getting on Crystal. I was just like, yes, Queen, just sit back, girl. I love me some Sutton. I love me some Sutton. I want some butterbean pie just to sit back and watch them tear up Crystal's ass at this reunion. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So she's sitting back, she letting them all defend her because they getting on Crystal butt. They getting in her butt. So then Kyle and Crystal start going at it because Crystal was just like, what don't you get about it, Kyle? What happened was it was a dark comment, and I said the dark comment, and that's how I felt about it. I felt it was dark. So how are you going to try to justify my feelings? My feelings. Y'all know Kyle and Crystal are coming from two different age spectrums. Kyle is damn near uh, 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 elderly. You get what I'm saying? And Crystal's still a millennial, so she's very much young-minded. She's always getting triggered and victimized and everything like that. So like they speak two different languages, which I think is hilarious. And this is why I think Crystal needs to come back next season, because I want to see more of Kyle versus Crystal, because I find it entertaining as all hell. I find it so funny. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people do not want Crystal to come back because they feel as if she's not like entertaining and stuff, but like I like it. It's funny to me. It's hilarious seeing them go back and forth. So then Crystal talks about the Michael Jackson thing. This is where Crystal loses me. Michael Jackson beat the case, okay? Did the race, beat the case. You get what I'm saying? So don't do that. And did do that. And did do that. Like, for real. So then we get on to Crystal's 14 friends, which I believe this story too. I think the way that Crystal victimizes herself, I do believe a group of 14 girls will stop messing with her just off the strength of just how she acts. I believe that 100%. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. It makes a lot of sense. So Crystal just own it. Own it, baby. So then we start asking Diana about her Madam rumors and Jeffrey Epstein and Justin Timberlake, because Diana comes on there. She looks like the damn scarecrow, the mask from Scary Movie, just all types of crazy. I don't know who put on her makeup. I know she was supposedly sick. I don't think that lady was a lick of sick. Okay, I don't think she was a lick of sick. I just felt like she didn't want to come to the reunion because she didn't want Andy to really get in her butt as hard as she could have, and she didn't want the other ladies to really get in that ass the way they could have, to be honest. So I think that's why she didn't want to come to the reunion. So miss me with all that I'm sick crap. Like, come on now. So they asked her about the Madam rumors. She was like, no, she was just like, they say I'm a busy woman. How could I do all these things? And like, these are all my friends, Andy. These are all my friends. Justin Timberlake, Jeffrey Epstein. They may have seen my hoo-ha, but they're all my friends. No, 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 Andy. That's not true. So I'm just like, whatever. A whole bunch of lies. I don't believe Diana for nothing. She apologized to us for the lip licking, which I'm like, thank you, because I couldn't take one more minute of it. Stop licking your lips, girl. Just every two. Sound like you giving top every 2 seconds. Still licking your lips, girl. Stop popping that gum. You feel me? So then Andy asked her about the donation, which I do think she was trolling Erica. I don't care what anyone says. I feel like she did that to show Erica, like, hey, girl, I'm richer than you. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get the game messed up. You feel me? I could give to these victims that you can't right now actually care and you don't. I felt like it was a troll. I don't know why Erica's trying to play it off, talking about, oh, she's not offended. The reason why Erica's playing it off is because her and Diana are actually cool and like buddies, and like Diana's really rich. If you guys don't know, she's really rich. So she takes them out to vacations. That video that you guys saw with her getting served by the people in the airport, Erica, that was them coming from a trip with Diana. So Diana has the coin. So Erica knows to keep Diana close so that way she could keep going on these lavish trips that she can no longer afford since Tom took away all her money. Okay, since the courts took all her money. Okay, allegedly. And then they start asking her about the bots. So this is what really makes me mad. They ask her about the bots and stuff, and then they're like, do you think Diana was behind it? Garcelle goes, oh yes, I do think that she was behind it. She's like, yeah, I do. And also Rena. Really, Rena? You were behind it too. I'm playing. She didn't say that. But she thought that Diana did do it. Which, like I said, I really think Diana did it. And then she was just like, oh, wow, you really must think of me low as a woman for you to think that, I would do that to a 14-year-old. Like, that's crazy. Why would I do that to your son, Garcelle? And I'm like, come on, stop trying to play all this innocent rich girl crap. Like, oh, Diana just bothers me. It's just, she looks spooked every time you see her. Like, when you open the lights on someone and you didn't know they was in a room, and they're like, ooh, who turned on the lights? She gave me that type of spooked look. Okay, she was very, very spooked and nervous. She's the definition of spooked and nervous. If you look up spooked and nervous in the dictionary, you're going to see a picture of Diana Jenkins. So Garcelle finally ends up getting mad because Diana was just like, I just prefer that your son would have posted the post with my name, penciled out. She couldn't even, basically she wanted Garcelle's son in the middle of him getting attacked because he reposted one of the comments and was like, leave me alone, like I'm a 14-year-old, like this is too far. And Diana's name was in it because it said if a knee would be on your neck, leave Diana alone or something like that, or some if you didn't have a white daddy, a knee would be on your neck, so leave Diana alone. She wanted a 14-year-old to protect her in order for fans not to attack her. Get out of here. They're already getting attacked at this point, so I don't want to hear nothing about that. Finally, Garcelle got really mad. She was just like, are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me you wanted me to protect all of y'all, and then my son is getting attacked? And Kyle, your scarecrow Halloween ends, Halloween begins looking self. Oh, Kyle made me so mad. Scarecrow looking self. She's like a scarecrow at this reunion. How dare you try to justify what Diana was saying? Like, it's the enabling from you guys tried to enable her as if she had the right to basically condemn a 14-year-old for not blanking out her name, even though she was the one who probably did the bot thing. I'm sorry, like I don't care what anybody says. I feel like she did it. I don't care. So Garcelle got really mad. I'm like, finally, Garcelle getting mad, y'all. Because one thing about Garcelle, y'all, she a little too soft. She a little too nice. You know what I'm saying? So she got a little mad. She was just like, nah, like, so you mean to tell me I want to protect all of y'all? Erica, her stoic self. I don't need you to protect me. I have the cards protecting me. And, I have the diamonds in my ear. So you don't have to protect me, And I'm just like, shut up, Erica, too, because you didn't even have to respond with that. I think a lot of them were shocked that Garcelle got as mad as she did because we never really seen Garcelle get mad because it's really hard being on a show with an ensemble of white women, and she has to really hold back her anger, or else she's going to be deemed as angry. Anytime she gets a little angry, you have people like Lisa Rinna. Why do I sense an attitude from you? You know, I see the blackness coming out of your skin. Why do you have an attitude? So she has to literally protect that and like kind of mask that, which is really frustrating in her shoes. So that's why I'm always gonna be a Garcelle supporter, because y'all being in a group of whole white women, you the only black woman. I know it's not easy. So shout out to Garcelle. But y'all, this reunion, it wasn't too bad. Next week, hopefully, we see Kathy Hilton come and just read Lisa Rinna down, because I'm gonna be happy, raw. All right, let me know what you guys think of entertainers. We are out, babies.
No personal thing.